Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. It's welcome. It's Gary Larry on the air. Hey, how's it going? Sinful Seeker. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's Barbie. I think my memory holds right. It's hard for me putting names with these YouTube pages. Too many of you. How are you this morning? Boy, I just decided to go on. I ain't doing nothing. I just had a little breakfast, got my coffee. I haven't done one of these in a couple of days, so I figured today was a good day. Barbie in Texas, if I'm not mistaken again. Down there where it's warm. Morning, Marie. Now she's cold like I am, Barbie. She's here in the same town as me. Marie is. It's 22 Fahrenheit this morning. -5 centigrade. We're supposed to have a big cold spell this weekend, I guess. Freeze out. Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your mom. She's the one most person that we're all closest to. I know I was a mama's boy. I said a couple of prayers for you, Barbie, and I think I sent you a little music video that's really a nice little music video. Trying to cheer you up a little bit. Of course, it's hard to cheer somebody up when they're grieving. I don't even want to talk about it. I know I was so close to my mom that even after she was gone, I kept her here with me for 10 years, over here in the closet, her ashes. Couldn't get rid of her. I couldn't part with her. I couldn't stand to have her not around, and I guess that fact that she was still here in some form comforted me. Takes a long time to get over our grief for our loved ones. Although we still have the memories, nobody can take that from us. I lost mine to cancer also. I hope someday they find a cure for that stuff. I think once you have that stuff, it's just a matter of time before it comes back on you. I'm hoping it'll come back on my daughter. She beat it. Excuse me, she's a fighter. She had a kidney, and they removed her kidney. She's been fine ever since. She's been about 10 years now. She's in her 40s, early 40s, and she gets out and does them walks for cancer and stuff. And she's a fighter. She still goes back every so often for checkups, and so far everything's good. I don't know what causes that stuff. It's just, I know it's cancer is actually it's when your body starts making too many white blood cells or something. I think that's what it is. But man, I think they should be able to get a hold of that and get a rein on it for too long. Hopefully, find a cure or prevention or something. Good morning, Zara. Boy, all you ladies are up early this morning. I got y'all in a dungeon this morning, though, if you notice the background. I got y'all in the dungeon. Hacking them. Early morning hacks. Never went to bed. Well, that's not good. I go to bed every few hours or so. I grab an hour here and an hour there. Whenever I can grab them, I take what I can get when I can get it. I sometimes wonder if I have narcolepsy, man. I'll be sitting here and I'll be doing something and I'll wake up an hour and a half later and I didn't even feel sleepy. I don't know. I don't know. $11:50. Wow, it's the afternoon for you. That's okay. It's early morning here. It's 10 minutes to 6 a.m. and it's minus 6 degrees centigrade. Zara, how cold is it over there in Germany? I know Germany must be cold this time of year. I think. Are you coming into your winter yet, or is it still autumn there? Or maybe it's not either one. I don't know. It's minus 6 anyway here this morning. Sorry for the text being so big. I have to have it that big so I can see it. That's why I'm using this new chat. Actually, it does use the YouTube chat, but it just redoes it somehow. It's an add-on file for my program that I use here. I keep calling it X-Files. I can't think of the name of nothing anymore. But you know what I'm talking about. This program I pay for every 3 months. Oh. Well, I think it did sprinkle some snow here one day, but we haven't really had any snow out to speak of. You know, when I grew up as a kid, man, Michigan was a bad place to be. It was like Minnesota. I mean, we used to get a foot of snow at a time or more. When it snowed, man, we get 12, 14 inches and, you know, lots and lots of snow. Streets would shut down, town would shut down, work would shut down, snowmobiles would be running the street, cops on snowmobiles and super duper huge Army military trucks to get through the snow, and now sometimes we hardly ever see the snow. I mean, it's, me and my buddies used to go out shoveling sidewalks for money, and now, of course, you wouldn't see kids doing that now anyway. They wouldn't take time enough out of their video games, but it's just changed, man. I tell all my family, I said, man, Michigan is turning tropical. Some years we don't hardly have any snow at all anymore. I mean, I know a couple times we didn't even have snow for Christmas, if I remember right. We may have had it before or after, but not, nothing like having the old snow falling on Christmas or Christmas Eve. And we haven't had that. It gets colder in hell, but we just really don't have a lot of snow anymore. Come on, Barbie. You don't miss getting out there and scraping that windshield, and when it's below zero and your breath freezes on your face, and hello, Unicorn 3 Magic World. I believe you're new. I've never heard of that before, but you're welcome. Maybe you know the ladies here, maybe. UMW. That's an easy way to say it. Hi, Unicorn. Get it in January, huh? Hello, daughter. Uh-oh. You got a unicorn for a daughter, Zara? Is that what I'm thinking here, seeing here? Well, I wasn't going to say that, Marie. I was trying to be nice. I didn't want to be so graphic. You ought to see me when I used to get out there with my beard. All frozen, and that's not the bad part. When you get inside somewhere where it's warm, then all the water runs out of your beard. Yeah, yeah. Uncle Moses. Here we go. Bahran or Bayran, I don't know how to pronounce your name correctly, but if you want to call me Uncle, that's fine. People called me a lot worse before, I guarantee you. Adopted. Shoveling's not fun. I used to do it when I could. Then my wife took over. She's older than me. She still goes out there and shovels. And I yell at her now. I don't let her do it. She makes a path she cleans off the back step, makes a path to the car, and a little bit around the car. Sometimes she does the whole driveway. I don't like her to do it. I've got 4 grown children that could come over here and help us out if they would, and do that for us. And they do once in a great while, but not very often. But if she's gonna continue to do it, I'm gonna see if I can get one of the places of guys, independent guys that have 4-wheel drive trucks, and just come in and drop your plow and just drag your driveway out. I don't know what they charge, but it'd be worth it rather than having my wife out there trying to lift that heavy stuff. I don't like it. I don't like that. She still does mows the yard too, and I try to get other people to do it, and she won't have it. She won't have it. I guess she thinks it's exercise. So, you know, I've been married to that woman for 49 years, so I know now when to back off. If she's hell-bent on doing something, she's going to do it no matter what I say. So opening my mouth, running my mouth, is just a waste of time. You know, it's like a fart in the wind. So I just don't try. Yeah, I didn't want to rush things and make people mad. You know, you got to be politically right. Correct. Okay, Bahran or Bayran. I'm just fine so far. Every day is a bonus. We've got an electric one. One of our granddaughters bought it for my wife, and it's set in the back room. We've got like a Florida room that hooks on the back of the house. You know, enclosed, screened porch with a concrete floor, and it's got the screens all around. And you have to pull the windows off in the summertime and then put them back on before winter, and it's a pain in the butt. But anyway, we got a Florida room back there, and it's sat back inside there for I don't think it ever got used. Never got used. That electric snowblower, just a little small one, about the width of a shovel. You know, if you got something like that, Marie, you got to use it all the time when it's snowing. If you get any kind of an accumulation, that little thing won't do anything anyway. I seen something here on the internet the other day about raking your yard. I mean, I don't know how many of you rake your yard, but that's kind of a pain too. And I seen a video on the internet. It showed how it was so easy to rake your yard. The person just got a big piece of cardboard, a big, large piece of cardboard. They just got it to the edge of their yard. They held the cardboard down on the ground, and they just pushed that cardboard. And it took all them leaves and just pushed them right out to the street. It must have been a 4-foot wide sweep, man. That guy just went shoom, 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 and the yard was done that fast. He didn't have no blower, he didn't have no rakes. He just took that piece of cardboard and it pushed them. And it was so slick. It was so slick. Unbelievable what people come up with. You know, lazy people come up with stuff like that. A lot of millionaires that are millionaires because of their laziness. You know, they come up with something that saves time, and everybody wants one. We have leaf pickup, but they have to be out by a certain day, and the city comes by and picks up your leaves, but you have to have them bagged. And sometimes they provide these big paper bags you have to fill up with your leaves, and then the city comes along, picks them up, takes them to the landfill. And I don't know. I don't think you have to use their. I think you just use big old plastic yard bags now for your leaves, but the city comes and picks them all up for you. But they only come like once or twice in the fall to get them. And then they take them out to the landfill and they dump them in big piles, and they what's that stuff when you put all your leaves in a pile and it ends up making black dirt? But then they have these huge piles of black dirt out their compost, and they sell it. They sell it back to the public, you know, for their flower gardens and what have you. And So the city acts like they're doing you a favor, but they're actually making money off it. So I hope you're all enjoying the weekend. Got something planned for the weekend? People make a big thing out of the weekend, and I understand that, but when you're retired, it doesn't make any difference. Just another day. You don't have a 5-day work week no more. So you don't have a 5-day week with 2 days of happiness. All of them are happy. They're all happy. All happy days. If you want to do something, you do it. If you got something to do and you don't do it, I'll do it tomorrow. You can do that when you're retired. Excuse me. Yeah, I watched a program once. It was about composting, and there's some guy that's got a farm, and that's all he does is compost stuff, and in mega amounts. He composts everything, food scraps, grass, hay. You just named it, and that guy composted it. He had different piles of different kind of compost, and he would grade the compost, different grades for what, depending on what you want to use it for. And that guy made a big I don't think it's a multi-million, but a big business out of it. It's funny how you can make businesses out of just about anything, I guess. You put your mind and your work and your back into it. Well, the grocery shop is always fun, just don't go when you're hungry. I used to make that mistake. I'd go in there, man, I'm hungry, and I would spend twice as much as I would if I went in there and I wasn't hungry. I'd be buying all them goodies and all that stuff because my stomach was growling. Now it's too big to growl. Oh, absolutely, soulful seeker. People will buy anything. If you got something they don't have and they want it, then it's an asset for you. I know lots of people buy horse shit, cow shit, any kind of shit, manure. Period. A lot of times you drive around in the rural areas here around where I'm at, and there's mainly farms all over Lower Michigan here. That's that's what it is. It's farm country, and people have signs out in front. Manure. People buy it and they mix it in with their soil in their flower gardens and vegetable gardens, and it richens the soil and helps everything grow better. That's why some farmers used to spread manure back onto their fields, and when they did that, because you could smell it from miles away. But that's the reason. It richened the soil and made for better crops. A lot of them still probably do. I don't know. Oh yeah, for Thanksgiving. No bills in the mail on Sunday. What was the most shocking thing I've ever witnessed during my sessions? I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Nothing shocking. I would say doing them crossovers completely was uncalled for, and I just fell into them sort of like a mistake, and then having them tell me my guardian's angel name like for a reward. That has to be the most shocking, because it brought me to tears a couple of times. A couple of sessions I've done have brought me to tears, actual tears. You know, I think doing sessions is very rewarding sometimes, and other times it's very scary. I mean, full set of emotions with doing sessions. You just never know. You know, when you go to do a session, you're going in there blindsided and just don't know what's going to happen. Hello, Leslie. Good morning, Leslie. Oh, I don't want to talk about that, Marie. That's the worst smelling poop there is. Pig farm. I don't even want to. That and chickens. I don't even want to hear about it. Too much information, Marie. Nothing's up. Hi, Heather. Man, all the ladies except for Brian. It's just me and Brian that's holding things down here. It's Ladies' Day. But you're all welcome, you know. Well, good morning, Whispers from Heaven. Here's another lady. Welcome, Kirsty. Not that I'll ever remember your name that goes with Whispers from Heaven. My mind is mentally challenged at my age, and I can't remember all these names. Now somebody's calling somebody Portia. I can't. What I need to do is get me a big chart and write down their paranormal name and their actual name, so I can put names with never happen. So if I mess up I can't remember your name, don't take it personally. Just some of them here, like Heather and Zara and Marie and Anne and Sofa Stickers, Barbie. I mean, some of them I just have learned with time, you know. I've been watching YouTube videos, your guys's. I try and watch everybody's. Of course, I probably don't all the time and get everybody, but I've been watching old Bob's videos the last couple of days. Wagner. And he's been making these informal chats, and he sits there and talks to you like you're just there across the table from him, and I really like them. But he was the other day he had a crazy subject about the world being flat, and I do not once believe that anybody that believes the world is flat is nothing but a nutcase. I mean, in my whole life, 67 years, I have never yet heard of one person that walked off the edge of the flat earth. And if you wanted to commit suicide, what a better way to commit it is walk off the edge of the earth. And I've never heard of anybody falling, jumping, or accidentally falling off the edge of the earth. So that was a crazy subject. He even asked the spirits if the world was flat. That cracks me up. Yeah, I better. You're right, Ann. I better. I've got enough experience that I know when to watch my P's and Q's. Thank you. I don't know if Dark Stern Paranormal was in here this morning or not. Brett. I know you all know Brett, a lot of you like Brett, and I like Brett. But I can't stand to watch his videos. I just can't. And he keeps sending them to me even on Messenger when he makes a new one. He's got beautiful intros and outros and really elaborate, entertaining, and then he starts talking all this dark shit. It's like he's an exact photocopy of the Wizard, and the Wizard's too dark for me. I don't go in for all that demon stuff and all these ancient uh, demigods and all that. I don't go in for all that stuff, and I I try and watch his videos, and I get part way in. He keeps talking all this dark stuff, and I can't take it. It's just not in my soul to listen to that kind of stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm making excuses for not liking some of his videos, but that dark stuff and me just don't jive. I don't know what else to say. I probably shouldn't say nothing. I don't want to hurt the man's feelings. Well, that's nice of him. That little silver one that he uses, that he calls a Radio Shack Hack 752 or 92, and I tried finding one of them, and I can't find no reference to that whatsoever. I don't know if that's a Radio Shack. I don't believe it is. But it's just another little small pocket radio. I tried using my Specula the other day again for a little while, and I didn't get nothing on it. That had a little amp that I paid $3 or $4 for, but I don't mean it not work for somebody else. I have fun playing with it anyway. But it's more or less like you have to have a direct answer. You have to have one right now because it only gives a few seconds for an answer. So chances are you're not going to get much answers on it because it's reliant on getting an instant answer. And so I haven't really got any instant answers that I can think of, but I keep trying it every now and then. I have fun playing with it. Good morning, Leslie. I see you just came in. I must have missed you. I'm sorry. You're welcome. Yeah, probably not. Hi, Matt. Hey, I got some mail backup. I got I got Matt now in Bahrain, and I don't feel so alone. These ladies were overtaking me. Matt, welcome. It's always good to have Australia represented. Excuse me. I should turn the mic off when I do that. I get a frog in my throat. Takes me half the day to clear it out. Thanks from wearing that BiPAP mask all night. My goodness, 17 people? Are you kidding me? This might be my biggest chat yet. I watched your long session the other day here, Heather. It was a good one. You know, I've been watching a lot of you people doing these sessions, and it makes me not even want to do it anymore. Mine are so terrible compared to a lot of you guys' sessions. It ain't funny. I know I got a good connection. I usually get answers, but just the way you guys make them and present them, and so much better than my stuff. Heather's Ghost Queen Paranormal. The one and only Ghost Queen. That's Heather. Marie. She's the lady with the purple hair. Or is it red now? Usually purple. And that reminds me, the other day my new resident, my granddaughter, was in here, and she was in there, excuse me, dyeing her hair blue, dark blue. She got a bunch of dark blue streaks now, and she was in there doing that. She was in the process of doing that. She was in her room, and I went in the bathroom to grab something, and she came in and said, "You want a streak of blue in your beard, Grandpa?" I says, "No." And she kept on. I says, "No, no, no, I do not. No." And finally, she backed off. She's bound and determined to put a blue streak in my beard. I said, "No, ain't gonna happen." How would Santa Claus look with a blue streak in his beard? No, I didn't, Zara. Did you make another session with it? I've seen the one session there. A short one you made with it. No, I didn't. I guess missed that, unless you made another one. I also noticed you didn't have your new speaker hooked to it. Not that I think you're dumb, but you know, you don't have to run that wire inside the jack, that antenna I sent you with it. You just put the wire from your new speaker, plug it in there, and then you have to flip the switch on the left. There's like a switch on the left. It's either for the internal speaker, or I think it's for the external jack for the headphones. You have to flip that little switch on the side in order for your external speaker to work. And then make sure you have your external speaker will probably have a cord on it, and it uses that cord as the antenna. I'm pretty sure you know all that stuff. You're not dumb, I know that, but I just thought I would tell you in case you didn't realize anything of what I just said. Dwayne, here's Dwayne. Good morning, Dwayne. Been watching some of Dwayne's videos also. Because it does have sort of a tinny speaker, you know, Zara. All these little radios do. I don't know if I've ever stuck an external speaker on this little Radio Shack, because it's just too clear the way it is.
$100.
I like to just turn them on and listen sometimes. Just don't say a word. Just sit there and listen. See what you're talking about. I think it's good they're seeking the truth with Dwayne. Uh-oh. Morning, Darren. You're sulking? Oh, that's not good. You didn't get your job, or how'd your interview go? Is that why you're sulking? Hopefully not. It's okay, Heather. Do what you gotta do, girl. Pop in and out. We'll be here. For a while, anyway. I've never seen the man put a bad session on YouTube, so he's just spoofing all you guys. It's probably just as good as the rest of us are. They're all good. I use Microsoft Movie Maker for one, and the other one is oh, it's not a freebie here. Wondershare Filmora. Oh yeah, I've seen that one, Dwayne. Let me give you a little tip, Dwayne. I know this from experience. The internet is a bad place to be open about yourself or your feelings about other people, and I did it this morning. Not to make Brett mad, but I just said didn't like some of his videos because I don't like the darkness that he portrays on his videos. But that's just a personal thing, you know. Nothing against the man. I like Brett. He's a nice guy. But, you know, Mortis likes the dark end of things also. He likes darkness. He talks to Ian all the time, which is supposed to be a fallen angel. But he's supposed to be a good angel, according to Wizard. And I watch all the Wizard stuff. But I don't like the darkness about him, you know. Some people like that darkness, you know. That's all what they want to hear about is demons and demigods and ancient entities and all that stuff, and that don't turn my crank. But, you know, to each his own. But what I want to tell you there, Dwayne, you got to take that in consideration when you put a video up, that it might appeal to somebody. When you're on the internet and you have to walk on glass, literally. You have to walk on glass, because no matter what you say, somebody's going to take it the wrong way. They're going to be 100% opposite of what you think and not like it, and they're going to hate on you. And that's how you get haters. Not because you try to, just because there are always haters there. There's always people on there seeing or hearing your stuff with completely the exact opposite opinion, and they're not going to like it no matter what you say or no matter what you do. Even in here, I've got haters coming in here, and I had to try and knock them out a couple times. You just you can't say anything without figuring you're going to get repercussions from it, because it's just the way people are, you know. There's the light and dark stuff again. Yeah, I know, light and dark. I believe God maintains uh, life, light and dark, yin and yang. God maintains a balance. It has to be that way for things to run properly, I believe. So uh, maybe when we're born and He puts a spark of life in the mother's belly, somebody's destined to be bad, and another one's destined to be a wonderful person. That maintains the balance. That's the way I look at it anyway. Whether I'm right or wrong, it really doesn't matter. I'm just one little lonely soul. But that's the way I look at it. Yeah, as long as you're not pissing everybody off. Heather, just make some cookies, man. They'll come over to your side. Come to Heather's side. She's got cookies. Heather's dark side. She's got cookies. Oh, I didn't run you off, did I, Dwayne? You don't have to run off, man. I hope I didn't say nothing to PO you in any way. Just keep in mind, you're going to always have an opposition. And you put stuff out there in the public view, you're just asking for it. So you got to tread lightly, man. You got to watch what you say, because people are so easy to piss off. It ain't funny, no matter what you do. That's what I've learned in 3 years. If you make a video, just be prepared. You might get some flack about it, no matter what it is. Have a great day, Dwayne. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Thanks, Darren. Oh, Darren's not leaving. Dwayne is. I'm all mixed up already. Yeah, they tell me that all the time too. The dark side don't mess with me no more. They know I'm not afraid of them. I've even had them tell me that. You gonna try and scare him? Nah, he's not afraid of spirits. Welcome back. Have a good day, Dwayne. Oh, I'll go along with you there, Ann. Difficult to understand. I've been trying to learn, but one thing contradicts the next thing, and depending on who I'm listening to it from. So I've just more or less ain't washed my hands of religion, but I've washed my hands of the Bible because it's too late for me to learn. Too old. I should have done it a lot sooner as a younger man, but of course I didn't. Too busy. Too many irons in the fire. Got to do this, got to do that, got to run here, got to run there. You don't have time to read a book, Bible or any book. So I'm just going to have to do what my father used to say. You won't be judged for how many times you went to church or how much money you put in the collection plate. You're going to be judged by the type of person you was in life. And that's just what I'm going to have to go with and run with. And what happens will happen. You know, I got no say over it anyway. Yeah, me too, man. I tried here. I got partway through Genesis and too many brothers, too many people related to one another, and so and so was begat to so and so, and begat to so and so. This loses me. It goes right over my head so fast, you know. And I just says, you know, I can't read this. It used to be my excuse was too many these and thous, but I was reading a new English translation, you know, in common everyday words, and I still couldn't read it. I just couldn't get through all that stuff. So basically, I never made it through Genesis. Oh yeah, it's a castle, a dungeon. You're all in the dungeon this morning. I thought I put you in the dungeon. Y'all been bad. Down here is where the low-level spirits hang out. Dang, almost an hour already. 53 minutes. And we had a total of 17 people in here at one time. That's a new high, I think. I should probably do one of these later at night, but oh, hey, I seen something new yesterday. I had mentioned in one of these prior get-togethers that I hadn't seen nothing of Mr. Sanchez lately. Well, I take that all back. Guy's got a damn movie out now, and it's not a bad movie, other than Mr. Huff's in it. I watched it; it's pretty darn good. And he's got another new app out. Can't remember the name of it, but I also know that him and Mr. Huff are still in cahoots together. I just think that Mr. Sanchez has been staying on the back burner. But they're still they're still hand in hand in trying to take people's money. Oh, glad you like them, Matt. I wish it was the same. I wish it was the same for everybody. Morning there, Bob. That's Fast Bob, in case anybody wanted to know. On one of his last videos, he called himself Fast Bob, or somebody did or something. I thought that was funny. Yeah, I was telling him here how I like your videos there, Bob, especially the ones where you just sit there and like talk across the table to us. It's like this felt like I was sitting right across the table from you, and You got a way about yourself, man. You make good videos. But I was criticizing you over the last one about that flat Earth shit. Telling me that all my 67 years I never heard of anybody walking off the edge of the Earth yet. And it would be an ideal way to commit suicide, wouldn't it? If I haven't heard of 67 years, I kind of doubt that the world is flat. Especially when these these videos from space and stuff definitely show it's got a curvature. So I thought that was pretty good, Bob. Although I thought it was wrong, it was good, but you never know what the spirits think. I don't think they're that stupid, though. I think they're smarter than I am in every way. They know everything about me. By the way, did I say welcome, Bob? I think I did. I like that, Darren. I like that. Stop for a cup of coffee in New Zealand before you walk off the edge. Good idea. Darren's got the right idea. Why end it all without a cup of coffee in your gut? Because once you get over across the other side, I don't think they have coffee over there. So you might as well get your last cup before you walk. Darren, I'm beginning to believe you're as crazy as I am. Crazy as all of us are. Well, in a lot of people's minds, we're all crazy. We're all talking to nothing's there that we're talking to. I mean, a lot of people just think we're mad people. We're all mad. So welcome to the group. This is madness, the Madness Morning Chat. I've often thought I was a madman before too. I even talked to my cat. Does a madman talk to his cat? She was doing some high class rubbing on my legs this morning. She wanted her water and her food, so I got it for her. Barbie, Bob secretly works in a crystal mine by night. He 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 swings that pick hammer and he toils for them crystals. That's how he's got so many of them. Tell the truth, Bob. Somebody here's got a paranormal group on Facebook. Can't remember who it is, but I thought about joining it the other day, but then I said, nah, I got out of all them groups. I don't belong to any of them groups anymore because it never failed. I would have a difference of opinion on there and say something, and it would turn into a damn fight and turn into drama, and I'd end up leaving the group. I used to have my own group. It's got over 7,000 members now. The administrators that I had running it, I gave it to them, and I just completely got out of it. So I used to have one of them Facebook groups, and there's not many of them that get by without ending up with fights and drama on them. So I don't not join them anymore. Although I've seen some of you in here, maybe it was Zara that had one, or somebody else had one. I don't join them things no more. Just stay away from them. Stay out of it. Wow. That's a big one. I know there are a lot of work to run. I had that one of mine. I used to try and proofread all the stuff people have put in there, and they kept putting stuff in from places I told them in the rules not to put in there, and I'd have to go through and delete the message and give them a hell message, and they turn around and do it again, and I'd have to kick them out, and it's just too much to mess with. So I gave it over to my administrators and let them have it and got out of it. I don't know why you'd want to do that, Ghost Queen. Heather, I don't know why you'd want to do that. Probably not a bad idea, Matt. I've had the same thing, thinking of doing the same thing a few times, but all my family's on there, and we have a group on there, but it's a group by invitation only, and it's family members only. There's only like 8 or 9 or 10 of us in that group. But I can go there and talk to the family about matters that the public can't see, and we plan Thanksgiving and holidays on there and different stuff about when are we going to have it, and who's going to bring what, and stuff like that, you know. And we can stick some things on there that are might be off-white to other people, you know, off-kilter. I mean, not so nice stuff. We can post it on there without getting beat up about it. So you know, I've been accepting a lot of you guys and stuff lately on my Facebook page as friends, and I really don't be surprised if someday if I kick all of you out, because Facebook to me is supposed to be a place to talk with friends, and it is. But now they've got all them ads on Facebook, just like it never used to be. And now every other post there's an ad, and I don't even like getting on there no more because stuff just scrolls by so fast. So most of you that I made friends, I have turned notifications off on all of you, because that stuff just scrolls by so fast, and there's so much stuff that it's just mind-boggling. It's too much for an old man to keep up with. So I've turned off notifications on most of you, and if I want to see your stuff you post on Facebook, I have to go actually to your Facebook, and which I think is okay. But now by doing that, I'm still getting the ads, but I'm still getting mostly stuff from my family that I want to brought to my attention, instead of all this stuff going by constantly that some stuff I'm interested in, some stuff I'm not. But you know, that notifications turn out for everybody, and it's too much. So to be truthfully honest, one of these days I might just kill everybody like I had before and keep just my family and my family only in there. Because sometimes now, I never used to allow people to message me on Facebook. And some of you in other parts of the world. And I had this happen before. Everybody would start messaging me, and they'd forget that they're in another part of the world, and my phone would be going off with these notifications all night long from different places, and stuff like that. So, oh, I don't mind funny, cute stuff. I like a lot of the stuff you guys put on there. It's just the idea that I see some of you have like, I've seen some of you ladies have 2,000 friends on Facebook. I mean, you can't possibly be getting notifications from all them people. I mean, the thing would be scrolling by at 90 miles an hour, the way people post on there. Oh wow! It says there's still 16 people in there. That's unreal for me. Get this many people in here at one time. Hey, did any of you get that crazy recipe I was telling you about from Shop Dog Sam? I got it on my likes on my YouTube page. I put it in my likes. That crazy red pop cake. You guys gotta try it. I'm telling you. Don't try it if you're diabetic, though. No, Marie, you don't have to remove yourself. No, I'm not gonna delete no friends now. You don't have to do that, Marie. I just said I'm gonna turn notifications off, so I don't get all your posts instantly because there's just too many people. But no, you don't have to do that. Don't do that, Marie. You don't have to hit the like button, people. I don't think that like button means much of anything. I think it has to do with monetization, and I turned my monetization off. I don't have any monetization on any of my videos anymore because YouTube has went crazy. Throwing people's videos out because they're not family friendly, and all it takes is one word. I notice I've been watching a lot of movies here, a lot of videos lately on YouTube, where they said a swear word and they went back in and they beeped it out, and probably so they can get the monetization back, because wherever there's a swear word, they'll knock you. As soon as they hear a swear word, they'll kick your video out and throw it out. So, like I said, I've been watching videos lately, and wherever there was a swear word mounted, now it goes beep. People beep them out so they can get their monetization back on the video. Oh, who's leaving? Ann's leaving? Well, thanks, Ann, for stopping. Christmas shopping? Oh, come on, Ann, it's too early. I know, people have to Christmas shop while they got the money. Thanks a lot, Ann, for stopping by. You know you're welcome. Great to hear you again. You come back soon. Whenever I have one of these crazy things. I don't know how anybody could have a good time Christmas shopping. She's beating the crowds, though, most likely. And it's fun Christmas shopping until you get to the cash register. Until you get ready to go out of the building, and then it's not so fun anymore. Same thing about grocery shopping, you know. You go in there hungry, and then you get to the cash register, and you see that you shouldn't have gone shopping when you were hungry. Unless you ladies are coupon crazy. I remember when I used to go grocery shopping, and I'd get behind some lady and she'd have 2 carts of groceries. She'd be pulling through there, and then it would take her a half hour whipping all them coupons out, and she ended up paying half what her bill was because of the coupons. But there's a huge line behind her because everybody's waiting for her to put up the 100 or 200 coupons to get credit for. And now it's even worse when you go to the grocery store, which is my biggest pet peeve, and I have a lot of them. It's people going in the grocery store, start grocery shopping with their cart, and stopping and talking on the damn cell phone. Blah, 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 blah. There's people coming down both aisles, you know, of that aisle, and they can't get around her, and she's stopped there talking on the damn cell phone. It's like a traffic jam only in the aisle of the... Uh-oh.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Time for the crazy pills. Okay, Darren's leaving too. All right, Darren, have a good day, man. Thanks. I'll check your video out later. I'll get off of here. You hurry back, Darren, and thanks a lot for stopping in again. Morning, Brett. Marie. Man, I hate the aisle blocks. You mean that happens down in Australia too? That's one of my pet peeves. Brett, just so you know, I was talking about you earlier. Nothing bad. I like you, man. So don't take it personal. But I was just telling people that you like the dark side of this stuff, and I'm not the kind of guy. So I usually start watching your videos and it gets too dark for me and I quit watching them. Not because I don't like you. It's because I don't like your subject matter. I mean, you know, other people like demons and deities and ancient entities and stuff like that, but me, not so much. And to me, you operate a lot like Mortis does, and he's dark too. And I've got no complaints against you personally. It's just my opinion, myself personally. Uh, I can't get into them dark videos, so I was talking about that earlier, and I didn't say nothing against you, and I'm not now. I like you, man. So just let it be known, that it ain't you. I like you as a person. It's just your subject matter. Uh, I like to stay away from that dark stuff as I can. But I like the way you do your videos. You're doing like a lot like Mortis does. You keep saying the same word over and over again, and they keep giving you different responses. I like the way that you do that. I've been thought of trying that myself and see what happens. So Brett, just so you know, don't take it personal, man. I just like staying away from all that dark stuff. I get too much dark stuff. I get too many dark stuff answering me without even trying. I'd like to have all angels and stuff talk to me, but that's not going to happen too soon either. Old school's good. I'm old school, can you tell? But I've noticed, some of them ain't very nice to you. Certainly not very nice. But to me, you're begging for it, You're begging for them dark, bad things talking to you. And they're not nice to you. I've noticed that in a couple of your videos now. Call you the N-word and everything else, and that definitely not nice. But you handle yourself real good about it. Well, that's cool. That's the way to be. My son's laid back. I can't say that about myself. I get upset. It takes quite a lot to get me upset. But once I get upset, stay the hell away from me. You don't want to be around me once I get upset. But normally, it takes a lot to get me that way. Now, my son is just the exact opposite. I love my son so much, and he is so laid back. And I get upset over something, he's telling me, Dad, just chill, man. Just sit back and chill. Everything will work out. Everything will work itself out. You'll see. And he's right. It always does. But I'm excited too easily about stuff. And he is right. He is always so laid back. You're absolutely right there, Barbie. I just wanted to clarify that because I didn't want him to come on here now and watch the video again sometime and hear me talking about him without clarifying myself, as I shouldn't have said anything in the first place. But, opinions are a dime a dozen. But I just want him to know that I have nothing against him. I shouldn't have said anything in the first place. I should just keep my mouth shut, but I'm an open person. I tell it like it is. And I guess that's what I'm known for, is telling it like it is. I don't hold nothing back. That way I don't have nothing to keep secret. And I just am who I am. Like Popeye says, I am what I am, or what does he say? Something like that. For any of you that know Popeye. One of my favorite cartoons as a kid. I haven't watched any of those who should him that should not be named. I haven't been watching none of his videos lately. I take it back. I think I did watch one the other day. And same old stuff, man. Same old. We know who we're talking about here. The one that shall not be named. Still after people's money, one way or the other. Got all them innocent people that don't know any better, still thinking he's a demigod, until they go to buy his $3,000 speaker, which is what it is a damn speaker. You know, he roped me into that damn portal shit, and I bought one of them expensive noise reduction pedals, $150, and I bought a big reverb pedal, and I already had a small amp here, and I tried that, and I hated it. My granddaughter that moved in with me, she's a guitarist, and she plays the guitar, and she's pretty good, and she plays all the time, and she's got a beautiful guitar. I gave her them pedals the other day after she moved in here, and she's got them pedals in there, and I got rid of them to somebody that will use them rather than trying to talk to spirits with a damn reverb and a noise reduction pedal. I give them to her, and they're getting used for what they're supposed to be used for, not a damn portal or whatever you want to call it, which is just an amplified speaker box. People don't realize that. They still are sucked in by that. Unbelievable. I made a video on my YouTube channel somewhere in there that shows you how to add reverb to any one of your videos, just using Microsoft Windows itself. It's built right into Windows, and I have a video somewhere in my archives. You search back for it. It shows you how to add reverb to any of your videos without having a real reverb. And I also got one in there that's a tutorial on how to use Audacity, I believe, or how I annotate videos. I believe I got a couple of them in there. Oh yeah. Brett knows who I'm talking about. Can't watch Mr. Unspeakable. Yeah, I know, but sometimes I do. It's because, you know, you can't drive by a wreck without looking either. A bad accident on the highway, you cannot drive by without looking. I think it's born into us. We're curious. We want to know. That's why we're talking to spirits. We want to know. Yeah, I seen that, Heather. There also was one that he put in there, that white one that he made that had like the black specks in it, supposedly is an angel box, or I don't know what the hell he called it. That was on there, and somebody had run that up to $5,100 for that, Heather. And then I seen that one you're talking about starting out bid at $19,000. I think what that is people are getting pissed off about that. Him doing shit like that and getting all that money, and people running it up for some ungodly amount for what it is. And I think people are getting pissed off about that. So what they're doing, they probably made a bogus account on there, and they're running the bid up purposely until the bid runs out, and they win it for some ungodly amount. But then they're not going to buy it. They're going to just not buy it. You bid on something, you win a bid on eBay, you don't have to buy it. It's not in writing that you have to buy it. So if you don't buy it, that person's open business shit was just for nothing. And I think that's what they're doing to Huff. They're just running it all up to some ungodly number, and he's over there jumping up and down thinking he's getting rich, and they're just not going to buy it. So he's going to have to relist it again. And if enough people did that enough times, he would get the picture. And I think that's what they're doing. I think that's the same thing about that $19,000 one, Heather. Somebody just put that on there as a razz against, knowing damn well they're never going to get that money for it, but it's like they're doing it because Huff does shit like that, and they're trying to get the point across to him, I think. Because nobody in their right mind is going to pay that kind of money for a damn speaker box. You know, Brett, talking about Mortis, I had a row with Mortis. I don't hate the man. I don't even know him. But I had the same problem with him as I do you, his dark videos. And I said something once and he took it the wrong way. And right away I'm a SOB, you know. And so me and him weren't friends no more. But I like the way he does things. I like the way he keeps saying the same word over and over again, and he keeps getting different responses. I like the way that works. And sometimes it turns out they actually finally answer you, because they get sick of you answering the same word all the time. And you know, the other day, Brett, the way you do that, like he does, like Mortis does, I kept thinking to myself, damn, Brett's voice sort of sounds like Mortis. And I was actually believing that you were Mortis. And then I went over and I watched one of Mortis' videos, and he stuck his hand out, and right away I realized Brett is a black man and Mortis is white, so you two can't be the same one together, you know. But I really thought maybe that, Brett, you were Mortis, because that you voice sounds a lot alike, and you do your sessions in the same type of way, and but yeah. Don't take that the wrong way either, because apparently you really like Mortis, and I got nothing against the man. The only thing I got against Mortis is that he didn't like, and I said something about him before, is he wears a damn mask. And I don't know, if you don't want to show your face, that's one thing. Don't show your face. But don't get on it with a damn mask. To me, right away, a mask means either you're a gangster, you're hiding something, and I just don't like that, you know. If you're not man enough to show your damn face, you know, then don't show it at all. And he comes on with all these masks, and he's got that big mask with the crow's beak on it, you know, which I know is reminiscent of a doctor back in ancient times, you know. But that's the only, I really don't have a problem with him other than he wears a mask, and he didn't like that, I guess. So we had differences of opinions, and oh. Yep, yin and yang, absolutely. Yeah, he's private. Yeah, you don't see his videos very often, but when he does come out with one, we're talking about Mortis now. It's usually a really a great one, and Brett's videos are really great. You you have a thing about yourself with your intros and outros. They're very entertaining, and just nothing I could ever put out. I just put out, I have a couple stupid canned intros that I go somewhere online, and I enter a few names and words and a picture, and it makes them for me. But some of you guys on here, man, you guys are really great with your editing and the things you come up with that I couldn't hold a candle to. And I like them. I just wish I could do the same, but I guess I'm too lazy and I don't want to spend that much time making a video. Well, I don't know the man. I just made a couple of observations, no different than anybody else, and uh, it got back to him, or he was came on here once or something, and I said something, and he didn't like it. That's okay, you know. We all have our own opinions. Yep, I know what you're saying, Heather. It is what it is. That's what I do. I stick up there, and whatever you see, it is what it is. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm back. Hello. I don't know how long it's going to last. I think my headphones are going dead. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, it's still working. They're rechargeable, and I don't know if they're going dead. Hello, 1 2 1 2. Okay, can you hear me now at all? I'm on my microphone way across the room, and it's got a hat over it, draped over it. My microphone went dead in my headset. That's rechargeable on our. I talked my microphone off, so it's not working. Any audio you get now is coming from my microphone across the room. I can see it's working here, but not very loudly. But I've got it wide open, so can't turn it up any louder. It's there's 100%. Oh, like I said, it's across the room. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I know it's not going to be very good. Yeah, I know it's quiet because it's across the room and there's a hat draped over the microphone. Okay. I know it's not going to be very loud, like I said, because the microphone's way over there, and I'm way over here. But now I need to recharge my headphones. I know they're dead because they won't even turn on anymore. That's the bad thing about having a wireless headset, I guess. I got a USB cable that ran all the way from my computer over in the corner, all the way around the room over here to next to my chair, and I have a USB port hanging here next to the chair, and I just plug my camera in over here when I want to use my camera over here, or unplug it and take it back over to the desk. But I also use the same port to charge my headphones with it, and I can't plug my headphones in to charge or use. If I could plug them in, I could still use them as long as they're plugged into 5 volts. But I can't do that because you can either hear me or see me. One of two. I can unplug my camera and plug the headset back in with a different cord and it'll work, but what do they say? Shit happens. Pardon my French. That's what they say. I guess I should have charged these after the last time I used them. Because they're usually good for like about 5 hours on a charge. But I've been playing my game. It started up here in the last couple of days. The new season started on the 9th. I guess today's the 11th. And I've been playing that some. Had them on when I'm playing it because I'm over here. So. Oh no, Zara's going to go shopping too. You have a great day, Zara. Thanks for stopping by again. This has been a great chat. Never had so many people in here at once. Maybe I should try one of these at night, later in the evening. Of course, that'd be too late for a lot of people over on the other side of the world like Zara. It's really too early for a lot of people here in the United States. Barbie is, I think, on Central Time. But man, all California is another hour or two early. If I start at 5 o'clock, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning out there. Or less. They ain't going to be on that time of the morning. So it's either having 2 sessions each day I do this, one for the United States side of the world and another for the UK side of the world. Or try and split the difference. I don't know. I guess there's no real way of doing it. Okay, Marie. Well, thanks. I know you've been up all night. So you have a great day. You come back again too. You're welcome. You know that. Everybody's welcome. I just said, reminded me of a movie. Everybody's welcome. If you remember, oh boy, Poltergeist, that little short lady, she's dead now. It was in that movie, you know, and she was supposed to have been the psychic. And she's trying to cross people over from that bedroom where the monster was coming out and grabbing everybody. You remember that? In the Poltergeist, I ain't sure which Poltergeist movie it was. But that little woman's sitting there and she's saying, everyone's welcome. When I said that, that reminded me of that movie. Okay, Marie, thank you. Appreciate it. Take all that, it's a little sip of coffee here. Maybe you'll be able to hear me better if I turn that air conditioner off. Might help. Welcome all. Welcome one. Oh, something like that. That little lady was pretty cool. That little pudgy face. That little small, heavy-set woman. I remember her, but I believe she's dead now. She's passed over to the real other side, but I love that Poltergeist movie. They made 3 of them, you know. The third one was terrible. The first one was the best, and then they made the second one. And with that preacher that walked down the sidewalk, come to their house and stuff, I guess it was all right, the second one. But the third one was terrible. And then, of course, they've never made another one. Okay, Brett. I'll do that. That's another peeve I have. Of course, it's people doing celebrities, but Laura and Harley have been dead a long time. I guess it's what I don't like is people like Huff doing a celebrity as soon as they die. As soon as they die, he's in there. Oh, you got to do it within 48 hours. He tries to contact these people as soon as they die, like Prince and Robin Williams, and you know, shit like that. And I don't like that. That's disrespectful in my book. Not that they would. Why the hell would they talk to him anyway? I've never tried to contact anybody because I can't. Anybody I contact on there, I can't be sure if they're telling me the truth or not, not deceiving me. So even though if they came through with the person's exact voice, I still wouldn't have no way of knowing if it was really them or not. You know. And even if they had all the facts of that person, which they would because they have all my facts, they know everything about me, why would they know everything about him? So it would be very hard to discern whether you were actually really talking to this person or not. Therefore, I don't do that because, you know, I have no way of telling if it really is the person that I'm trying to contact or not. So I don't do it. I have tried to contact my own family and couldn't get them. I've tried my mom, my father, my grandfather, and I have never been able to contact anybody. And I know Heather is trying to contact friends of hers, relation that passed over. And from what I've heard, I've contacted a tech a couple times. I don't know if any of you have. But he told me his name was Jason. So before I've asked for Jason, Jason the tech there. And he would answer me. He would come back and claim to be a technician for the dead. So I would say, Jason, could you please connect me with the station? And I've also asked him before to please connect me to the circle. And both times, supposedly he did this. I had the station answer me one time. Now this circle is, you must know what it is if you watch Kevin Hines. He talks to this circle all the time with this Nathan guy. And me, I tried it one time and Nathan was very belligerent towards me. And I didn't hit it off with Nathan. So I didn't think much of Nathan from then on. He's supposed to be such a nice spirit. He wasn't nice to me. So, therefore, I never tried to talk with Nathan again. But this station place is supposedly another group of entities on the other side that are there, a special group, to help people on Earth contact their relatives. So supposedly you're supposed to get a hold of this station, and you have to go through like Jason, the technician, have him connect you with the station. And then once you connect to the station, you supposedly be able to ask the station to talk with the person you want to talk to, and they bring them forward. Well, I tried this before, and supposedly connected with the station, but I never got who I wanted. They never brought anybody forward. So consequently, I really never tried it again. I don't know if any of you have ever heard anything about that or tried that. I don't know. Okay, by looking here, it says I'm down to 3 participants, including me. So it's you, Brett, and Barbie. Well, so I don't know if everybody else has left. Not, but I see I'm coming up on 2 hours. I already wore my microphone out. I have to recharge my headphones because I wore it out running my mouth. So I'm probably going to get out of here now. Keep it under 2 hours. So I want to thank both you guys for hanging in here with me. And I won't keep you any longer. I'm going to get out of here. Take my coffee cup out. Maybe I'll get out and play my game a while. So am I still connected? I'm not seeing anybody typing anything. Maybe I lost you guys already. Is everybody still there? Still there, Barbie? Still there, Brett? Type something, please, so I know you're still there. I may have lost my chat. It says I'm still connected. Microphone's still working. But I'm not seeing anything in the chat window again. So if you're still hearing me, I want to say good day to you both. Thanks for, like I said, hanging in there with me. And I want to turn her off for now. And hello, yeah. Hello, Mock Rock. I'm just turning it off, buddy. Sorry. You may want to come back next time I have one of these, which is usually early in the morning. So I'm going to go now. Thanks, everybody. Toodaloo. Till next time. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by.